that Union Bay. Crash going on in the skin.
Robert, maybe you're working on it. No sound.
Problem the physical sunscreen system makes you look like you're going to the beach.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
As Cal Taylor was saying, this past few weeks has been a lot of exciting events going on here in the community. We had the Irving Cares Gala since the last time we met. Great job, Terry and Kyle. And the Rotary Club was there to represent the board, so we had a great time. This past weekend too, we were able to represent a few of the Rotarians at the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So we got to spread the word about Rotary to some of the other entities out there in the community. What did I win? So, well, we've been picking up a lot of trophies lately, but this specific weekend we won the Ambassador of the Year for the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. That was good. Also, every year got nominated as Nonprofit of the Year as well. And then also on top of that, the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce nominated us as the Irving Hispanic Business of the Year for North Texas. From the Dallas Cowboys, UPS, and NBC Universal, Telemundo. So actually, Rick Lindsay got to go to that reception a couple of weeks back as well. So it's been a very exciting news, and again, it's all thanks to Rotary because it had ended up being for that scholarship at the beginning. We're gonna have actually. Do you want to give a report? Do you want to do it right now? Okay.
I'll build you up.
Well, how do you introduce your guest?
Well, let me just build up this guy. He didn't give it justice, but yes, the Irving Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Marianne Kellum and her group did nominate Lazaro Alvarez and the Irving Running Series at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington by those sponsors that you mentioned. He was one of 4 other small businesses in the Metroplex area. They handed out 6 scholarships to other folks. So it was quite an event with probably 300 folks in attendance. And it was a very well done event, and congratulations to you. Our club should be very proud of the accomplishments of a young business entrepreneur in the city of Irving.
Well, we got good leaders to look up to, and you guys have been great leaders since I got here. So I'm just, trying to make up proud. So Patty, we're gonna join us here, and thank you for that, Rick. Again, my family, Rick, and some other people got to attend the event, and it was just a great experience. So you got it.
Good afternoon and congratulations to you. And I unfortunately wasn't here when it happened, but I understand that the Irving Cares Hawaiian Luau fundraiser, whatever, went great. Congratulations to Kyle.
That's all.
Terry.
I stay out of the way.
Yeah, you're a smart man. Yes. Terry and Kyle, congratulations. Our guests today include 2 from the Uptown Rotary, Mallory Holge and Doreen Kesselberry. Welcome. Did I say that? Our program guest will be introduced in a bit. We also welcome Donna Bourgeois. Thank you for being here. Wife. Any other guest or anyone we need to recognize? Thank you, Les.
Thank you. All right. And we also do want to welcome Councilor Alsa Panta. Thank you for being here today. And without further ado, we are going to get started into the program. Today we have Kathleen McNatt from the community outreach. She's a community outreach coordinator with the DFW Humane Society. So if you want to come up, I do have a little bio here about Kathleen. So she joined the DFW Humane Society in 2023 as the community outreach coordinator. Kitty is a graduate of Texas Women's University with the intent to pursue a career in the nonprofit world. Kitty has worked in animal welfare organizations in several roles, including adoption specialist, veterinary assistant, and cat care specialist. Kitty is dedicated to the mission and work of the DFW Humane Society and is excited to be part of this growing organization. So welcome, and I'll let you take over. Can we have the camera?
Bear with me. Sorry. Can you hear me okay? Are we good? We're good? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I have been introduced to a few of you personally, and you just had my bio read. It is great to speak with y'all this afternoon. I am excited to be here and to share some of the work that the DFW Humane Society is committed to doing within our community. I'll give them a second. So just a little bit of history about the DFW Humane Society. We are a foundation that was founded in 1967. We are a nonprofit, no-kill shelter. Our mission has always been threefold. The first of those, to provide unwanted and helpless animals a second chance at life through adoption. The second of that is to promote humane treatment of all animals, and the third is to educate the public on the humane treatment of animals. Each year we rescue between 800 and 1,000, although within the past few years that number has been going a bit over 1,000. Pets, this includes cats and dogs, any type of companion animal. We provide daily care, food, and enrichment for all of our residents on a day-to-day basis until they are able to find their perfect match. Slide, thank you. So the DFW Humane Society is one of very few shelters in the nation that shares a physical building with our partnered municipal shelter. We are partnered with the city of Irving. Many nonprofits who are animal shelters pull from the municipal services, but we have a distinct advantage when it comes to sharing a physical building. This means that the instant the municipal shelter has reached its capacity, whether it's for dogs or cats, any of their overflow comes to our shelter immediately instead of having to be euthanized. This means that these animals are not up against a ticking clock. We will care for them, provide them food, shelter, and happiness until we're able to connect them with their forever families. However, since we are a nonprofit, we receive no local funding, whether it be state or federal. This leaves us to supplement the cost of things like food, enrichment, medical procedures for our injured and sick patients, general medical care such as shots for rabies, parvo, and preventative diseases, flea and tick prevention, and other day-to-day care. We also have to cover the costs that keep our building up and running, such as rent, electricity, and things like that. Our pets rely solely on the generosity of people like you giving to our organization and people who are committed to advocating for the well-being of animals who cannot speak for themselves. In addition to our general donation access, we have a Guardian Angel Fund, which allows us to arrange for extensive necessary medical treatments that some of our residents require in order to live a long, full, and healthy life. Most of our residents come from not great backgrounds. They don't come to us in pristine condition. They come with evidence and scars of the lives that they've lived before us. And oftentimes these require procedures further than what we typically provide for our animals. An example of this would be a dog that we have currently named Lego. He came with us about 3 weeks ago. When he was transferred to us, we were informed that he had been hit by a car. He had a fractured pelvis and a cracked femoral head on one of his hips. This is a very expensive surgery. We got him to the doctor and they quoted us about $3,500 just for this one animal's procedure. Because of our Guardian Angel Fund, we were able to fund that procedure. And to this point in this year, we have already spent almost $9,000 on medical care outside of the standard medical care that we provide for our patients. At the DFW Humane Society, we also lean heavily on proactive prevention. We spay and neuter all of our residents before they leave our facility to their adopted homes. This helps us control the population of unattended kittens and puppies. These are very vulnerable animals who most of the time end up dropped within our shelter or dumped on the streets and left to be feral. We also microchip all of our residents before they leave our facility, and we really press the owners to register their animals right away. Because this ensures that any lost pet will be reunited with their owner as quickly as possible. By reducing their stay in our facility, we're reducing the cost that it takes to care for that animal day by day. We're reducing the stress for that animal having to be in an unfamiliar situation, and we're reducing the stress of a parent who is definitely worried and trying to find their furry friend. So it is a very beneficial investment to make for all sides. You can go ahead and go to the next slide. Thank you. So at our current intake volume, our facility currently costs about $25,000 a month to operate, including building maintenance, daily operations, and care of our animals. In 2021, we took in approximately 1,175 animals, and we're able to match 1,152 of those animals with their happy homes. In addition to the care that we provided to these animals on a day-to-day basis, we spent almost $35,000 towards resident services such as our spays and neuters, our microchipping, critical surgeries, and other treatments. This is where the actions of all of you can come. We can go to the next one. You have heard what we're about and what we do. Here are just a few of the ways you can support us and make all of our work possible. With donations, we are able to operate almost exclusively off donations and fundraising from individuals and businesses that want to help and who are just as passionate about our cause as we are. General donations allow us to allocate those funds that you supply us with where they are needed and as they are needed. Another extremely valuable resource that we are always short on is time. We are a heavily volunteer-based organization. We rely daily on volunteers to help keep our animals and residents happy. Think about the things, if you have a pet at home, think about the things, what's your day-to-day look like? They wake up, you have to feed them breakfast. They get their time outside to play. They have their Zoomies. They get their cuddle time when they're feeling a little needy. They have their toys. They have all these things that compile up in a day that is required to give them a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. Imagine all of that and multiply it by a massive scale. This is our day-to-day. So there can always be more hands. We rely on volunteers daily to help us with things like transporting animals to and from vet appointments and fundraiser events. We recently had an event at Blue 22 Sports Bar and Grill where we had 4 dogs going to the event. It was an adoption event, and we used one of our volunteers, was one of the people who knew how to drive the van, so that helped us get those animals to that event. We also really rely on volunteers to help maintain the socialization of these animals. Many animals develop what I like to call a shelter shell. It's a very overstimulating, overwhelming environment. They're scared, they're confused, there's a lot of noise, a lot of smells, a lot of faces they've never seen before, and faces that they might not see again. They don't feel secure, and they're very nervous. And given their background, they probably have very valid reasons to not trust people. We rely on our volunteers to engage with these dogs and to show them that there are still people who care about them when the people who were entrusted to care for them previously have failed. We also rely on our volunteers for enrichment for these animals, such as walking, getting them out of their kennels, getting playtime, and helping them give the chance to get those zoomies out, to give them the possibility to be their best self for their future owners. We also have an Amazon wish list that is listed on our website. This is a great option for someone who wants to be able to give from a distance. We list all of our daily items that we run through extremely quickly, things like bedding, blankets, leashes, Dawn dish soap, food bowls, things that you go through in a day-to-day life that the expenses tend to add up. So when those things are donated to us, it really helps take some of the strain off of our pockets. You can also give directly to our Guardian Angel Fund. I've mentioned it a few times during this presentation. It is a really critical part of our foundation. Obviously, these animals get the treatment regardless of, we want these animals to be happy and healthy when they go to their forever homes. And it is possible with donations to that fund specifically. One other way that you can help us out is asking your employer to see if they will match any donations that you provide. A lot of employers really lean on philanthropy within the workplace, and a lot of people often will donate specifically because their employers will match their funds. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me speak. If any of our work resonates with you, feel free to follow us on our social media to keep up with any of our fundraisers and our future events. If you would like to get involved or know someone who would like to get involved, you can contact me directly. My email is listed right there. It is kitty@dfwhumane.com. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you for your time.
There you go. Does anybody have any questions for Kitty?
Talk about your pet food pantry, because I'm gonna piggyback on the back of that one.
Ooh, yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. So we are in the process. One of the things we do aim to do as well is we try to assist pet owners wherever they can, especially if they've been adopted from our facility. We have a food bank program that we are establishing and trying to get up and running that will provide food for cats and dogs. You are able to bring that food up to our shelter and donate it. Specifically request that it goes to our emergency food bank. And anyone who is in a need or can't afford their food for their pet at that time is able to come in and claim it.
So we at Irving Cares have started seeing a pretty big increase on seniors who are struggling to make ends meet, calling and asking us for pet food for their fur people in their house. We all know that pet provides a lot of quality to us, so we have begun collecting pet food. We get some from retailers, but we are now taking to DFW Humane Society and a couple of other animal shelters around town. So when you're in the store and you're buying a can of cat food or a can of dog food for your favorite fur person, pick an extra one up, bring it here, we will take it and get it to DFW Humane Society. It is one of our fastest growing senior requested needs is pet food. Feed the people that help them, especially when you're single and in your house.
Absolutely. Thank you for that point.
Sure.
Thank you for bringing that up.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks
Thank you
for
so
coming.
much.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Who here has a dog in their house? Okay. Who here has had a dog in their house before? Okay. All right. So we had two rat terriers in the house that were also rescues. So we understand the work that you're doing is so important. And also, like Kyle said that the dogs do provide a very big comfort for a lot of people that, up to this point, in my opinion, hasn't really been, I guess, propaganda how much dogs really help the comfort of people to make sure that, we're staying sane per se. So, and we again, the club and dog members here, we're big dog lovers. We ourselves have a dog run that we do every year. And we worked with Michael in the past as well. So let us know how the club can help it. It might be that we do a service project next 12 months related to dogs and see how we can help the mission there. And again, the dog community looks like Irving is a big dog community. On your tables, you can also see there's another big dog event going on this weekend by one of our fellow Rotarians. Laura Manning is organizing a dog fest. So for those of you guys that have a dog now, take them there. Or if you used to have a dog and missed the dog visit, you can also attend. What time is the event, Laura? 11 to 1 at Cypress. 11 to 2 at Cypress, right? This Saturday. So make sure you guys come out there and support. I've been to.
Great family event too, so.
Yes, and you have live music and everything. So yeah, so this is a great weather weekend as well. So it should be fun time there. We do have a couple visitors, as we mentioned earlier, from the Uptown Rotary Club. We have Ray here, who has a project of himself that they're working on next month, and he wants to talk to our club a little bit about. So looks like they came prepared. Right. Okay, take some notes, guys.
Hi, I'm Dorian Castleberry. This is Mallory. We're from the Uptown Club, and every year we do a Men Who Cook event. So we had to put we call it the MWC, which we had to put an asterisk by the men, which we have to include. Cooks can include women, men, children, non-binary humans, wombats, faithful robots, ambulatory turnup. All are welcome because we are the exclusively inclusive club of guys. So with that being said, this year we're making it a competition. This is our 9th year to do it. We're looking for, do we have any cooks in the club that like to cook? Well, we're looking for cooks for the club to sponsor, and which is $350. And we're having a payout this year. First prize is $250, $150 for third prize. So it's a good event. Would you like to elaborate more on it, what we do?
So like he said, it's just a fundraiser for Rotary Foundation. With the sponsorship, you get this nice apron, obviously, and you'll get 2 tickets to bring whoever you want to invite to the event. Each ticket comes with 5 little voting tickets, so you'll be able to go around, put the little tickets in the boxes to vote for your favorite chef. So we're just encouraging people, if you do decide to sponsor a chef, then send someone over, maybe come, support them. Unless their food is terrible, don't support them. Just make sure it's fair, right? Like, we're not playing favorites. It's whoever actually has the best dish.
I cooked the chicken and dumplings, they're really good.
Yeah, Durian will probably win, but that's okay. Bring your best shot.
And if you have anybody, my name's on there with my phone number. I always answer my phone unless it's spam. And then Dawn Dolly, she's also she's in the hospital right now. So, but if you have anybody who wants to cook, it's a fun deal. We have a live band, a silent auction, and of course a wine pool. So it's a great event. November 18th from 5 to 8.
And we're gonna give you guys away a nice one of these aprons.
So he's gonna draw a name that he's already scratched out everybody's name on this little list.
This one says Kyle.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, if anybody, Rick Liz has a question.
Question, what's the cutoff date for if we want to sign Tom or Laura up or something?
They raised their hand.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna apron.
I'll sponsor, I'll do it.
Yeah, see,
I'll sponsor, I'll do it.
Yeah, he was too. We've got about 18 already signed up. So
The
we might have
event is
another.
the weekend before Thanksgiving, so I think that's November the 18th. And so we will just try to have all the cooks confirmed before the end of October.
Okay, we got a month. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine. We
So
can
just
have
let us
some
know.
The day.
Yeah, we'll have to, we try to make sure we kind of know or have an idea of what people are cooking, so we don't have like all sweets or all savory. So that's why we'd like it to be like before October, but we can be flexible.
Who's these guys you said that usually wins?
Well, I'm saying,
We've
we've never
won.
done a
Oh,
competition.
this is the first year of competition. I could have won all.
Yeah. So anyways, we hope to see you guys there. We have really good silent auction items too, so please come see us.
Well, thank you for making it fun, guys. Awesome. This weekend, this past Saturday, we also did have the flag building crew, build some flags. Bill, do you have any reports on the flag building? How are we looking?
I think we're done for the year.
Okay, we're done for the year. That's all done. So, with that said, I think we are moving along pretty well. We have a lot of exciting things in the schedule. I know Ryan's been working to get us a couple of mixers scheduled next month and the following month. So he's already been able to get that together and get the location. We did just get a notice yesterday that the club will be closed on the 5th. So that's the next meeting. And we just got that literally yesterday. So I'm thinking that we could have this meeting next Thursday at the same place that Ryan's already had set up mixers for the following month, so that we don't have to miss a meeting, and we'll just have everybody meet there next week instead of here. Since I have most of the people that do come to the meetings on Thursday, could that be something, or do anybody have any comments? Yes, sir.
You wanna have them gather at the church just down the street?
What are the club, what are you, I'm open to any suggestions, which we could do that. It literally is less than a mile away. So do we want to do that for the next and just cater food? Okay, let's do that. So we'll send the information through the communication system. And so let's agree that next week at 12, we're gonna be at Pastor Shane Webb's church, right down the street. So, all right, before we're ready to go, we actually have a little bit of time. Any other questions for the club? I know we have some announcements from some members, but any other members have any announcements before I move forward? Yes, Terry.
Thanks so much, Liz. I just wanted to thank you guys for your support for our recent event, our gala. It was so great to have a Rotary representation there. It looked like everybody had a good time. The Christens, are they here? I don't see them. I was gonna tell them thank you for donating that Park City Club dinner. Rick Lindsay, again, thank you so much for all your hustling you did. We had about 400 of our nearest and dearest friends at the convention center for our luau themed event, and we raised just under $240,000. So it was good.
And Terry, she, since I was involved, she doesn't really take her weekend off, because this weekend she's gonna be helping us at the Irving Oktoberfest. So, which I wanna give you guys a quick update on that. So again, this weekend, this is our 4th annual Irving Oktoberfest. We started this event during COVID, where we had to get a special permit from the city to have, we used the barricades and we made like a little box, and we had people sit in the middle, no more than 6, because back in the days, that's what was thought that was safe, right? So that's how this event started. But this year, we're gonna end up with about 2,000 registered runners that are coming to do a half marathon, a 10K, and a 5K. We have about 120 volunteers from different organizations, including Shane, who's gonna be out there helping us out. And and again, things are getting better on the Irving Marathon race. There's a lot more support that we're getting, which is gonna allow us to do it more with scholarships and raising funds for all of these things, because last year, for example, the Las Colinas dog benefited the DFW Humane Society, which they're here talking today. So all of these benefits, again, it's great to see the community coming together, all different kinds of events that different organizations do, but it's all for the same purpose, right? To give back to the community and follow the protocol that the hashtag that we use, which is service above self. So with that said, I don't have any more announcements. Anybody has anything else before we adjourn for the day? Yes, sir.
I have one more roundtable, I guess everybody knows, is I believe it's the 8th. Is that right, Max?
Round table is actually, yes, a week from Saturday.
Right. So we're gonna be the sponsor of that, so we're gonna have all sorts of good little treats and coffee and tea and everything, so.
And what is the time for that one?
It's at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
10 to 12, it's at the,
College?
Children's Hospital, somewhere up in Plano.
Scottish Rite in Plano.
Okay.
And that happens usually the second Saturday of every month. This time it's the first. So you're encouraged to come anytime, not just this month.
Yes, and these are some of the things that we talked about doing more this year as a club, so that way we can experience what other clubs are doing. And thank you for coming to our club and you know, telling us what you guys are doing over there. So hopefully we see more of that. Well, we're gonna have Rodney help us if everybody can stand out. We're gonna have, we have one more. I'm so sorry, Rick Lindsay.
Question. Doreen, can you elaborate on what you and I talked about? You talked about dictionaries for children.
We have a lot of underprivileged schools in Dallas area. And we give dictionary, we gave out around 2,100 dictionaries last year to, and we get a grant for that also. That's our main fundraiser to give away, is every third grader in about 21 schools gets a dictionary every year. And they look forward to it. They said, oh, my brother got one last year. My sister got one. So it's just a really good thing to do.
What would be the cost of that?
I believe it costs around $3,000 or $4,000 that we do.
$1.50 a piece or something.
Oh, they've gone up to about $3 now. So,
Thank you.
but I love y'all's flag deal. I know y'all make a lot more money than we do. So good, congratulations on your flag events.
Thank you. All right, well, Rodney, everybody, if you can stand up, Rodney's gonna lead us on the 4-way test.
If you join me in the 4-way test, the things that we think, say, or do. First.
Is it true?
Second.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Third.
Will it build goodwill to everyone?
Fourth.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much. Thank you.